Hey ya lovelies, we're back with another fun-filled episode of Sim Survivor. Oh yes, welcome back, or warm welcome if you're new here. I always love seeing new faces. Feel free to check out my channel for playlists of the past episodes or seasons, cause today the merge is officially starting, so let's get to the show. Enjoy! Previously on Survivor Blood vs. Water, 14 castaways are joined together and put on one camp without tribe designations. Violet and Charlotte had a happy reunion while siblings Malcolm and Margot have a rough one. Siblings, am I right? Malcolm finds the blood pendant advantage while the human family and the divas join forces into one big happy family. At the Earn the Merge challenge, it was announced that the first 7 to finish the obstacle course will make the merge and be immune from the vote. And the lucky winners are these 7. These other 7 will be eligible for the vote. A poolside voting block forms in hopes to target Lamar and Margot, while the family wants to target Aki and Charlotte, until Lamar's paranoia takes over and spreads their votes too thin. In a revolt between Ailey, Margot, and Lamar was ultimately the casualty, just barely missing out on the merge. Whew, that was a long one. 13 are left, who will be voted out tonight. Welcome back to the show, and also welcome the new merged Nuwa Tribe! The vote literally went 6 ways, so I believe no clear lines are drawn on the tribe just yet. The human family is down from 5 members to 4, and Ty just wants to know what the hell is going on.
Watanini, Chafwemo, Zapakwarga Bani, Fremik Bobizi, Stipara.
Ailey's like, look sir, the plan was Aki and Charlotte, so where the heck did Violet come from? Do not pin this on us when you messed up. Meanwhile, Violet and Charlotte are celebrating a win! Oh, I guess Charlotte wants bid. Violet will celebrate the win for everybody then.
Minnesota Soberano? Delvajero Umbra?
Hanu's trying to play it cool and give advice, but Aki is fuming. She's like, I know you voted for me, you relic.
Wostenex Nurchel, Penthip Abevo, Waga Fruge, Warba Quest.
Well, I think that's quite enough drama tonight. This is gonna be a 2 sim day episode, so free day tomorrow and then our first individual immunity challenge the next day. Ty wakes up the next morning and chose to save his ass. His alliance did not get his way last night, so he's trying to sway some people away from the poolside voting block, starting with Bissam. Meanwhile, Malcolm is ticked off because of something that Mean Street Kajir said. I have no clue what. This makes him argue yet again with his sister as a result. Margot is not here for this today.
Prodema Rothase, Mubuz Kenda, Belindi, Wabarani Bayumi, Tibu Anamab, Hamzai Zifka, Dimpish, Nidva Pathan, Skuma Plonide, Nilzia Cruz.
Stephanie and Kajir are taking a morning swim to relieve some of their stress. Hopefully they notice the new merge idol that's been planted since the merge officially happened. We shall see. Oh my god, Hanu is crushing hard on Bissam. Yes, Bissam, I'm quite the mermaid surgeon myself, but for birds. Oh, well, I guess I should have seen this coming. We now have 3 difficult family dynamics on this tribe. Malcolm is straight up just fighting Margot right now. This should be fun.
Wash, don't Caro, Vanjib. Chabot.
Bruhana de Lopa, de Wiprobar. Nerf names.
Well, despite having a difficult family dynamic, Violet's being very nice to Charlotte. She's trying to repair whatever rifts were caused between them. Houston has also been on a high. He has finally found his footing and he's not blamed at all for the vote last night. In fact, Adi and Lien are both here now listening to his stories.
Warmba, Stern Zerpa Nooch, Shibi Merkib, Mola.
Margot, who is now angered by Malcolm, yells at Lian for not voting with her after all the talk that they had yesterday.
We saw Garsha credit.
I guess Ty is also involved in this. Ty yells back he's not taking any BS today. The other Stacy is being yelled at by Kajir because of his mean streak. What's new? And of course, Ailey has to say something about it.
What happened, Bayumi? Hey, Yoon. Big compa. Zuma form. Famaya.
While the fights go down in the water, Houston continues to extend his horizons on land. He's reconnecting with Aki now since she has some sway with Malcolm and Margot. Hanu continues to give life lessons to everybody he can, as if Charlotte hasn't been hearing this for the past 3 weeks. Margot's presence makes Ty very angry, and he cusses. No, Lian, that doesn't work on the young adults. Oh, does Ty spy something in the distance? Oh, he's booking it! He's not a very fast swimmer, but it's the thought that counts. Ty finds the Nuwa Tribe idol! Oh my god, Jesus, don't destroy it, you need that thing!
Fanosa labratus. Gorch botne. Awu vines afis. Yanabi stulain. Fanosa labratus. Gorch botne.
And the rocks and bushes have resealed themselves, so Ty is booped back into the water. I don't think anybody saw him either. Malcolm and Margot are too busy fighting each other still. I'm not surprised they go after each other this coming round. Malcolm! Oh my god, calm yourself. Ailey joins the mongoose and throws Aki a compliment, hoping to get on her good side. She does not want any more votes on her after last tribal scare.
Yikla o dreep. Lo yam. Nopsa. Meshka. Rishabor. Flano. Lunkaz. Yakana. Namiladu.
Well, others aren't thinking so straight. Margot is trying to plan moves while being engulfed in her anger. I don't think it'll work very well. Poof! In comes Ty and he's like, look, we can work together again, but only if you calm down and listen for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, the poolside voting block is vibing very well. Charlotte is super excited to have some power on this tribe.
Wixona Zarspa. Penthip. Vabris. Pepisam Serve. Zumbas Gnorf Serve.
Ailey clings to Stephanie, of all people? Anyway, she thinks Stephanie is reasonable and she pleads for them to not target her if possible. She'll do anything! And Stephanie's liking the strategy talk.
Spade hap yum. Apawini, sweat. Apalachawas, feast for mon sikafus. Close to Hibine, happyum, evane.
Oh, Mira's calling! She and Mary Greenberg had a great time, whatever that means. Good for you, Mira. Oh my god, Bisam's midlife crisis is looming! He's getting stressed! He reluctantly joins this Menghu conversation. He's not of sound mind right now. Oh my god, are they regrouping though? I'd be so happy if they did. They're so cute.
Kosher Shanoi. Pibata noob. Shibi Merkib. Mola.
Bisam doesn't seem too thrilled about it. He cusses and it shocks even Aki. Aw, Margot's in a much better mood already. Tai, Hanu, and Lian must just know what to do, huh? The poolside alliance is in full swing. Charlotte loves Houston, and even Kajir is reaching out to Houston for opinions. Ooh, Tai! Oh my god, is the human family imploding?
Jashibi, Nayaflu. Yanoborp, Freenip. Gungaday, Yawada.
Lian's like, come on, we're a family. Let's get along, why don't we? Oh, Kajir. He straight up hates Ailey now. I don't know why it's become like this. He doesn't want to talk to either of them. Charlotte tells Kajir to calm down, and he retaliates. And now he's mocking Tai. Oh my god, the mean streak really takes over.
Slekim Kenkuya. Conquer Uvane. Domiba Ka. Fanachi Sarspa.
Well, be an ass in front of Ailey and you get the backlash. Violet also tries to form a bond with the Wulong people as much as possible. She did get votes last time, so she just wants to make sure that it doesn't happen again. She's like, please, I'm not a threat. I'm actually really nice. And showy Charlotte, by the way. Lian and Houston have also been having quite the fun conversation this entire time. Houston's really turning his game around. Wait, what happened? Ailey and Kajir? Oh my god, did Kajir throw a drink her way? He's somehow proud of it too.
Maybe Hebene, Avinilis, Smishy Lafana, Flanibi.
He's showing no signs of stopping. He goes off on his father as soon as he reveals himself. More scolding from Ailey it is. She then goes over to Stephanie Houston and she's like, alright, I'm on board with y'all if you want to get this weasel Kajir out.
Mr. Hibene, Happyum, Evene. Rixo Kimba, Smine Thurzo, Snowfake Feliza. Pipita. Finawatso Lanu, Inapovar.
It's 8 p.m. and it's Hanu's bedtime. There's still a lot of conversation happening, but man has a sleep schedule. Tai competes with Ailey now, snagging in the Sulani buddies from Manghood. They realize they're in the same alliance, right? Oh, midlife crisis alert! Bissam has hit a breaking point in life. The stress of it all is too much, and he has an intense desire to get out and explore the adventurous side of life. Sir, make up your mind, this is the adventurous side of life. So his advantage is that his energy will decrease slower during this time. Let's see what he desires as adventurous. Take a scenic bike ride, live the dumpster life, travel to 3 unique places, and build a treehouse. Aw, he didn't get to do that in episode 2, so sad. Well, there's gonna be a lot of life contemplation from this man incoming.
Wahibin Bayumi, hey Yoon, big compa. Simona Saro, Buquam Kruppi. Yabibo, Jamul, Vespagane, Wabarani, and Opay.
Malcolm and Margot continue mocking and making fun of each other like there's no tomorrow. Oh my god, did Stephanie just bow? Did they just meet? Y'all are taking too long to meet each other. Oh, anti-crush and immature Margot, the shade!
Verpasa Esenoi, Shrofa, Bahusha Foibi, Frody Maruthe, Linzel Phoebe.
Well, Stephanie continues to be nice and get to know them. And that is all I have for you today. Sim Day, I mean. We have a challenge coming up right in the morning, so I hope you're excited and enjoying the video thus far. Morning hits and Hanu's life lessons never stop. You can just tell how interested Ailey is to hear his lesson about friendship and responsibility.
Ubadu Brig, Nufta, Twimp, Saquinario.
She gets along very well with Lynn at least. She's the fun parent. Margot wakes up in a much better mood and decides to give her brother one more chance by being nice. Oh, that's the spirit. Alright, it's challenge time. Come along to the challenge ground. Oh, I forgot to unlock the gate. It's open now. Not a Sim Survivor challenge without somebody bringing food along. Morning, Nuwa. It's time to partake in your first individual immunity challenge. Are you excited? Okay, we're doing a throwback challenge today, not seen since season 1 of Sim Survivor. That was a lot of S's. The Temptations challenge is back in bright and shining blue. Every castaway will start sat at the top of one of these glass stations on a very hard-looking stool. At the bottom is a juicy, delicious plate of fruit waiting to tempt our castaways into eating them. As if that's not all they had to eat for the first few days of the game. Oh well. Castaways will have to resist the temptation as long as they can. If they get up from their seats and go down the ladder, they will be eliminated. Okay, all at the same time. Great. In instances like this, the castaways who touch the grass first will be eliminated first. The last castaway standing at the top will win immunity and guarantee them a few more days in this game. Alright, our castaways have randomly drawn for spots and they're seated at their respective stations. We're gonna turn autonomy on now, and this challenge is on. Who wants some fruit? Hopefully nobody. Everyone's mostly very focused right now on the challenge. Bissam is dazed from contemplating life. He said, "What's going on? Why has my life taken such a negative turn?" So dramatic, Bissam. Oh, Lian! She stood up. Oh, Tai too. Oh, here's more. Why am I not surprised that Charlotte's the first one out?
Yanka, Bamu, Zamba, Guasha.
4 are out and 9 remain. Oh, you all stood up at the same time. 5 more are eliminated, I guess. Oh my god, Lynn, that's not how you eat fruit, you silly girl. Oh, Stephanie stood up too. She's eliminated. We have Margot, Hanu, and Houston remaining. Who wants this immunity?
Obisha, Free Bono, Perpetually, Hispaniba. Overwhelm. Pator.
Lombek. Porno Oof. With a chart. Florib Essenor. Rainham Dudma.
Y'all, everyone is smacking this fruit platter, shaking my head. Margot stood up! No immunity for Margot. It comes down to Hanu and Houston now. Hanu seems pretty steady. Houston stands up out of nowhere! Houston is out!
Skiba Fadul. Oh, and Chiringa. Winnick Faroob. Shishali.
Well, a huge congratulations to Hanu! You've won individual immunity and you may prance safely into Final 12. As for you, fruit-loving lot, one of you will be voted out tonight, but rest assured it will not be Hanu. I'll give you all the evening to make your decisions and I will see you at Tribal tonight. Oh, y'all actually made things. Don't let them discover my secrets. Cut the cameras! Our castaways return excitedly to camp with bellies full of fruit. This is where the real game begins. Except Hanu, he's taking it easy and he's feeling himself.
Suchimi Geza. Ho ho. Do Brig. To be Yix. Ibby Chib. It's Chuda. Goodbow.
Oh, that sitting gave Margot neck pains apparently. She's tense now. Lian spearheads the plan for the human family once again and... what the hell is that? Houston arrives and checks in to see where their head is at today.
Shalip Smetzel. Prisham. Buenafat. Close to Hibine. Happyum Evanage. Viva Deso. Lami Nu. Oopsapa.
You tore the Melvoy?
Shuska Apart.
Oh, the talks are happening. Ty got the human family plan and spreads the word to target Charlotte. Although a second vote may be necessary in case Charlotte has some sort of advantage. Wink wink. Aki is scooping up the gossip from both sides. She wants the full picture this time.
Nurgle Quosinex. Essenoi Florib. Venosa Golarga.
Violet and Charlotte discussed their plans at the sinks. Their voting block worked super well the last time, but can they still gather the troops together for this one?
Trufa. Falaroo Beric. Oh, Ulak. Yemful Apolachaba.
Wessa Boo Moochie Peachy. Mevo Laba. Shamagra. Siblur Ferota. Bruhana. Tribal Dorm. Awavine?
Violet gets to work though and checks in with Bissam. Margot's listening too. She seems pretty interested. Hanu also comes along and participates in the game talk. He's living off the adrenaline of winning immunity. And Ailey becomes a victim of insults again. Malcolm says you should have gone home last time. But Ailey is not giving up. She's giving them all the reason she should stay.
Kazoy Borina. Shrieg. Plavar Sanso. Quinka Flesh.
Margot's like, Malcolm, don't attack every person you meet. This is Survivor. You may need them down the line. Oop. Bissam and Violet are now disagreeing. Awkward. Aki must have said something to Hanu again, because Ailey is calling her out once again. Oh, and Stephanie gets in on the action too. Oh my god. Aki clearly does not give a shit. He keeps insulting Hanu. Oh my god. Hanu has had enough. He's now mocking Ailey. Please!
Carzini Saquinario. Ubadu Brig. Nufta. Oh.
Violet comes over to Stephanie in panic now. What should we do? There's too many annoying people on this tribe. Bissam tries to talk to Kajir to see where his head is at, but he's being very rude as usual. He's like, if y'all adults can give me a break... but Bissam does not want to hear it. Houston's just sitting here with all smiles between the squabble. Oh, and he's crying.
Neeb. Ferne Globy. Paguna de Roib. Ublish de Borg.
I mean, Bissam is kind of a wreck too. His midlife crisis is in full swing and he's missing out on the world apparently. Survivor is really taking a toll on him. But midlife crisis professional Lian comes to the rescue again and throws him some kind words. Lian is building up her little army as we speak.
Blanca Cor Cool. Sapivdo Hebene.
Hanu and Ailey are working together to solidify their little plan. Lian wants Charlotte, but would they possibly want something else?
Josephine, Ulak, Yimple, Snow Bay Fleeza, Pivotal, Pashushi, Arabe Fetch. Need Misa.
Charlotte is crying now because her best friend Kajir has been a meanie to her. And Mama Violet sees this and immediately springs into action.
Nibara, Dub Natimpi, Watanini Chop, Kiaraba Lansif, Bobbin.
Charlotte gets a plate to eat away the sadness cause mood. Oh my, that's the first drink though I've noticed all episode. Aki is completely losing her marbles now, and Bisam is following suit. Right back at ya, Aki. Lian and Kajir are both shook at the back.
Ruskan Lampima? Muchi Pichi? Yabemi Zayaga? Hibao Chinosa.
Muska Plabo and Tribe. Sawada. Lampima Ukinik Safoyam.
And now they're mocking each other. Meanwhile, Kajir pisses Lian off and he cusses at her. Oh, nobody cusses at Mama Lian. Violet takes this chance to antagonize Kajir. When did Bisam and Kajir becomes the most unpleasant Sims in the game? Oh, mean streaks really ruined the Sims, huh?
Wait, Bo, Tonkupu, Ensenai Hard Grip, Onchibi, Sebrim,
Bisam continues to school Aki on her behavior, and Lian decides this is a great time to butt in and offer her 2 cents. Aki does not discriminate though. What makes you think your advice helps more than Bisam in this situation, huh? And yeah, Violet's back again. This is not doing her any favors. The mermaids cool off their anger in the pool. Aki sits with Hanu at the swings. She's like, hey, we can put aside our differences for now. I have somebody I hate more actually. Oh, Hanu doesn't believe a word she says.
Palachaba, Gipsy Yalau, Nibana, Hibby Chib, it's Judah, Gabal, Neppy Yeka Chibs, CB Snurb.
Violet and Charlotte continue to rally the troops for their plan against Kajir. They're reaching out to Lian now, who is one of Kajir's latest victims. At the same time, Stephanie spreads the plan to Houston. They basically could become best buddies again ever since the merge hit.
Smashal Clem, Yiklawush, Yanabi Vero, Fani.
Bisam continues to be a messy boot and now calls out Ty for being sneaky and playing all sides. And that signals a wild Ailey to come and give him a piece of her mind. Do not yell at my game, brother. Ty needs no defending though. He's more than capable of standing up for himself. Aw, he's so proud.
Abo, Simona Saro. Almost, Sickafoof, Planafaj Lika.
We're about an hour away from Tribal now, and Violet's like, hey, what about splitting? No more changing plans, mother. We saw how well that worked for the other side the last time. Here's a tip. Stick to the plan. I guess it's settled then.
Uxaloy Scoopa. Yishla Snosha. Oguma. Aaron Boya Shanoi.
Oh, they change family dynamics like I change clothes. A supportive dynamic. That's cute. I approve. Their hustle doesn't stop though. They try to get Margot to join their side for the vote. I'm not sure if anybody else has reached out to Margot today actually.
Absolutely. Pinaroo, Blah Problem. Wanafesh, Slicka, Oh Buster Boot, Shaby Bully Galant, Chunkina, Russia.
Ty has also been hustling all day. He's talking to Malcolm now, hoping his fellow Hoa will take his side. Kajir sees this and swears. Oh my god. Stephanie tells a campfire story before Tribal, hoping to lighten everybody's mood a little bit. And with that, it's time for Tribal Council. Come everybody, the drama is afoot. Woo! Welcome to Tribal Council! Bisam is literally so bored of everything. Place your torches at the back and we will get started. Hello there! Your first tribal council as a merged Nuwa Tribe. Everybody is eligible for the vote. Well, everybody but Hanu, that is. He won immunity today, so no voting for Hanu. Everyone else is fair game though. Let's get to it, shall we? Kajir, you're up first today. Alright, if anybody has an advantage or an idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, Oh, looks like Kajir has something to play today.
Sawada Nuloi. Abim Prapani Varuda.
Thank you, Kajir. This is a hidden immunity idol, so all votes cast for Kajir will not count. Okay, I will now read the vote. First vote, Kajir does not count. Kajir does not count. Kajir does not count. And Kajir does not count. Kajir does not count. Kajir again does not count. Charlotte, that's 1 vote Charlotte there. Charlotte again, that's 2 votes Charlotte. Violet, that's 2 votes Charlotte, 1 vote Violet. Violet, we're tied. 2 votes Charlotte, 2 votes Violet. Charlotte, that's 3 votes Charlotte, 2 votes Violet. Violet, we're tied. 3 votes Charlotte, 3 votes Violet, 1 vote left. 12th person voted out of Survivor Blood vs. Water, and the first member of the jury. Charlotte, I'm sorry, that's 4 votes and that is enough. Gotta bring me your torch. Oh, this was so hard. There's no winning situation here, is there? Gotta get that family kiss in. Wait, no, not the text messages. Well, Charlotte is personally one of my favorite characters this season. Maybe it's the social awkwardness or that she uses food as a solution to everything. But I resonated with her very much. I'm very sad to see her go, but hey, she made the jury. She kind of already exceeded my expectations as well in that way. Charlotte, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Rasha, Zelmas, Bunavush, Exinoid Guma, Beric Balaroo, One Fish, Licka, Buster Bood. Bergaba, Ufa, Bo, Shabni Brifna, Fluzo P, Moochie Peachy. With Daba Harfane, Beric was Susa.
Well, if there's any takeaway today, it's that idols and advantages can really shake up the game, so never get too comfortable. But for now, grab your torches, head back to camp, and have a good rest. That was such a fun vote. I am excited to see what else y'all will bring to the table. What do I say about this vote? I think the casualty is unfortunate because I adore Charlotte. I mean, she screamed underdog and she was really bringing the gameplay when the merge hit until this vote. The mean streak ruins things again, even though it's kind of secondhand. Kajir nullifying 6 freaking votes is amazing though. I think that's a record so far in my shows. His mean streak needs to go soon though so he can start mending things maybe. And splitting the vote between Violet and Charlotte is the best TV, yet the cruelest thing ever. This was a very amazing tribal. So, the voting logic. The poolside alliance goes strong still, but this time Malcolm and Margot have jumped ship with them. Margot because she was convinced by Violet and Charlotte, and Malcolm because he simply hates Kajir. On the other hand, the human family learned their lesson and split the votes 2 ways this time to ensure one of Charlotte and Violet went home. Bisam, Kajir, and Aki basically hopped on board because Violet pushed too hard with her relentless confrontation. Things aren't looking too good for the poolsides. And here's the chart so you can see Kajir's cancelled votes in all his glory. I'm kind of restarting the chart for the merge because the chart was getting like too long for the screen. Besides, it's a new game at the merge, am I right? Let me know if you think this is fine or if you want to see the full chart. I'll figure something out. If nothing else, thank you for watching up to this point and we'll get to power rankings now. I'm still going to show the top 3 of the Nuwa Tribe today and... well, the top 3 remains the top 3. Tai, Lian, and Hanu remain dominant on this tribe, but Hanu takes the top spot away from Lian since she had some issues with Aki this episode, and that marks the first time that Hanu is at number 1. Yay! And with Tai getting himself in more fights, hopefully a shakeup is coming soon. The remainder of the tribe actually went through some drastic changes, but those are kept secret, so the unexpected may still happen. And that concludes our episode today. Thank you for tuning in, and please do leave me a like if you enjoyed the video. It will help me out a ton. I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you in the next one. Adios!